So it took over social media during Raw tonight, and it's a big question. Is that Lilly laying on the case behind Liv and Dom? The more pictures I see of this, the more I think, yes, it looks like Lilly, but I'm really not sold. If someone was to convince me it's something else, I'd probably say it's possible it's something else too. Everything looks right. The dress, the hair, the colour, everything looks perfect, but I do wonder if this is just our imagination seeing what we want to see and not actually what it is. If this is Lilly, though, that's monumental. There's no denying it at that point. That's an Alexa tease. A lot of people wondering if this is Jey Uso's t-shirt. It doesn't look like that to me. It really doesn't. I think there'd be pink on the left visible as well, and you can't see any pink on the left, so very hard to say. But do you think that's Lilly? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hey Lilly, that was my exact reaction when we got a new Wyatt Sicks video in the final hour of Raw. Lots to dissect here, not just the worm, please don't do that. But obviously talking about the words of the red again. You see the eclipse happening. Once again, you speak, we follow, and a brand new QR code. Now this would take us to the recapitulation page we saw during Nightbird. Obviously you scroll down a little bit and you click on the 2 links and you'll notice that you get these new images. Obviously that Proverbs thing there from the other day. There's the numbers we saw on the tweet. So they're coordinates. Good luck searching all of those. The Pluto symbols at the bottom. The remember one will deliver you this. No denying what this is. On the right, that is Eric Rowan's white sheet mask. On the left, Braun Strowman's black sheet mask. So potentially the second tease for Braun Strowman. Right in the middle of the page, though, if you click between both words, you get this hidden image. And of course, it's Bo watching that TV with the backwards wording of people only see what they are prepared to see. And again, I do just wonder, yes, this is Braun Strowman, but are we seeing this the wrong way? I really don't know, but I feel like they're trying to tell us that something we're seeing is wrong. Something very interesting, though, when you click the Nightbird, you get audio played backwards. A little bit sounds like this. So by reversing the audio, you then hear this.
We watch, we listen, we wait. You showed us the serpent in the weeds. We revealed him to the world. We watch, we listen, we wait. I hear your voice, words like thunder, without making a sound. We watch, we listen, we wait. You have laid out the path before us. Your will be done. We watch, we listen, we wait.
That is seriously creepy AF, isn't it? But we have the coordinates. This is really interesting. Obviously, I didn't have time to search them myself. Shout out to @RS1Banks on Twitter for doing all the legwork here, putting in all the coordinates, coming up with all the locations that you can get from these coordinates. And being the first person I saw to actually also decipher the idea that Shima, the title of the picture, is called shame. It's an anagram, like last week we had the anagram too. There was also this puzzle that I know drove a lot of people mad on social media. Shout out to Lung Sausage on my amazing Discord server. These guys are just on it, man. Lung Sausage, solving it, thinking it says, "It is another thing to meddle and you are meddling." Who is meddling? Big Unk. I promise you, I'm not. It's not me, it's the people watching this video, okay? You target them first. Actually, don't do that, because that takes away my audience. Yeah, don't do that. It's none of us. None of us at all. Someone find someone to blame quickly. I know I don't get to shout out everyone all the time, and I'm really sorry about that, but I want to just make a point that I really appreciate everyone tagging me on social media with all these QR codes and Wyatt Sicks hints. You guys are the reason I don't miss things, then you don't miss things. It's a nice little circle, and round we go. Shout out and love to all of you. This is a stacked things you might have missed from Monday Night Raw. Make sure you've hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. So we had this tease during Raw, and this is interesting. Obviously, RPF, a lot of people, instant thought was Lucha Brothers, Rey Fenix, Penta. It completely fits, right? But this is the runic alphabet, used in the past by Vikings And of course, when you then use the letters PFR and you translate them now, you get the word war. Are we about to get the Viking Raiders? Obviously, they used to be called the War Raiders. So is this a tease for the Viking Raiders' return? We'll see. After arriving at Raw in a low rider, it would be Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio coming out first to take a victory lap. Rhea Ripley wasn't too far behind, revealing that she is medically cleared for bad blood. I've got to say, though, the fan reaction to the back and forth between these two was just really good. They've nailed this storyline. Of course, though, Rhea would have a revelation. At Bad Blood, Dominik Mysterio will not be able to get involved in the match. Instead, he's going to be hanging in a shark cage. That's right. Not Hell in a Cell, but I think this is a good stipulation for this feud. Getting rid of Dirty Dom makes sense. After a sneaky but awesome looking headbutt by Rhea Ripley to Liv, which, by the way, the sell of Liv Morgan was absolutely beautiful as well, the question has to be asked. With Dom now out of the equation, Dom cannot help Liv retain. Does Liv have a plan B? If she doesn't, there's certainly time to get a plan B. And the question and the thought has to go to Raquel Rodriguez. A lot of people wondering if Raquel's going to return as like an enforcer, a friend of Liv Morgan. Maybe it is at Bad Blood. It happens, maybe. While the use of the lowrider was put on social media prior to Raw by fans in attendance, it wasn't random. That's right, you can buy a Lucha Low Rider available from Mattel right now, which is even more comical when you work out that Dom arrived in it tonight, but the action figure you get with it is Rey Mysterio. The first match of Raw would see Ludwig Kaiser taking on Sami Zayn. From what I saw, it was a very good match. There was a lot of audio issues here in the UK around this, making it very frustrating because like Sami Zayn pinned Ludwig Kaiser before he even went to the pin and you heard the commentary talk about it. Very weird glitch as well that didn't seem to rectify with the commercial break in between. And it was even weirder when Gunther come out to cut a promo and started talking before the mic was in his hand. But nonetheless, Gunther would bait Sami Zayn to think he was about to get a shot at the world title and then just say no. Oh, that was classless, man. Gunther is really trying to duck Sami Zayn. And obviously it makes sense. Sami's the one who beat him for the Intercontinental Championship. Dragon Lee would defeat Carlito with the assist of Rey Mysterio, equalising the numbers of Judgment Day. Gotta admit though, this entrance from Dragon Lee again, so impressive. I want to see that mask. I want to see a close-up version of it. He took it off very quickly. But who was it in wrestling that said, to be successful, you need to be toyetic? Because if ever something would make a good toy, that attire of Dragon Lee, oh my god, that looks great, doesn't it? Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed continued fighting right at the start of Monday Night Raw. And now while Miz was preparing for the match with Bronson Reed after a pep talk from Karrion Kross, the match wouldn't happen as Braun Strowman would intercept Bronson Reed on his way to the ring. Note though, Miz's reaction to this. Miz was not happy that Braun got involved. Miz feels like he's got something to prove. Obviously Miz is friends with Braun, but he didn't look very happy with him. Now, Miz just seemingly disappeared when this brawl really started, but could Miz actually turn heel from this? Well, like every week now, Bronson and Braun would brawl. Security this week got absolutely destroyed. And yes, I loved every single second of it. I always like the way that they're finding new ways to make this feud, like, feel big. And I love that. Because it is a big feud. It deserves this kind of attention it's getting. Serious question though, did anyone else think Braun Strowman was going to try and jump through the ropes during this segment? I did. I had put my hands up. I thought Braun was going to do like a suicide dive. He didn't, which I'm sure the security guards are very thankful for. Shortly after, Adam Pearce would reveal that next week it will be Last Monster Standing to settle this feud. What? What the hell are they going to do? Oh my god, I can't wait. The chaos would continue for the postman tonight, though, as Pete Dunne would lay out Sheamus with a cricket bat. Obviously, Pete Dunne angry that he's still being called Butch by Sheamus. It's just a nice feud, isn't it? Tonight was Drew McIntyre's turn to get the microphone, and after CM Punk's promo last week, Drew's was very similar, as Drew would talk about his wife wanting him to move away from CM Punk. He was talking about the ramifications of what Hell in a Cell is like. but that fire is there in the eyes of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre's saying he's going to break CM Punk permanently inside Hell in a Cell. I'm so excited for that match. Damage Control would pick up the win tonight, defeating the team of the Unholy Union, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Very Kurt Angle-inspired gear, I think, tonight for American Made, as they went 2-on-2, the Creed brothers that is, with the New Day, in a match that got a lot of time, very good match, and a great presentation for the Creed brothers. It would be American Made who picked up the win tonight, much needed for them, but of course this is the talking point. Xavier Woods cost the New Day. Kofi could have gone for the pin right here, and he didn't, because Xavier asked him to tag him in. Now, obviously, backstage earlier on, we heard Kofi say to Xavier, "You call the shots now." It also gave us the great moment where Chad Gable and American Made thought Uncle Howdy was behind them. Well done, Kofi. But even after denying Kofi the pin and demanding the tag, Xavier Woods would focus on Chad Gable and not the Creeds. The main event tonight would see Jey Uso challenging Bron Breakker for the Intercontinental Championship. And honestly, what a main event this was. Such good wrestling. It would be a second spear splash combination, though, for Jey Uso to win the Intercontinental Championship. His first solo championship. Jey Uso is now the IC champ. That's really cool, isn't it? Genuinely a stacked Monday Night Raw tonight. Loved every single minute of it. That main event was incredible as well. For me, 9 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Turn on those notifications, never miss an upload. And I'll catch you next time. Peace!